I believe GP told me about, unless I'm mixing up with someone else.
That is something GP would know, I'm sure.
I believe, if I remember correctly, he he goes out in nature quite a lot and picks mushrooms and takes pictures of mushrooms and stuff like that. So there we go.
That's it.
Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good matchup for Game & Watch at all. Oh no. Okay, here we go then. Sam versus MrGumps. K-Rool versus Game & Watch. And I mean, as we said, on paper, oh boy, this feels like it could be scary for K-Rool.
Yeah, and I can't say I've ever watched this matchup before.
It's not common, is it? K-Rool is a very funny character because I remember in the very start of Ultimate's meta, K-Rools were everywhere because when the game is developing, of course, people do sort of latch on to the easy character with the very much just standard bread and butters, and K-Rool kind of did that. You know, he had the projectiles, you know, he had the crown, you know, and he had obviously strong moves like the down smash, and you know, he bury as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so of course he was just a very sort of easy character to pick up, and people didn't know exactly how to deal with it. But obviously, as the game has developed, people are now, you know, aware of his shenanigans. Say no, okay, so if they go for a down smash, I just need to not get up attack. But, you know, and things obviously like the crown, we know obviously he's got the super arm, which is a really strong option, but if you could just kind of play around it, then certainly you'll be in a good position. And Game Watch as a character is definitely equipped to deal with the shenanigans because you've got moves like that bucket as well, which is just going to reflect everything. You've got the neutral air, which juggles, and the up air, which keeps you up in the sky forever.
Yeah, Game & Watch is a character that kind of feels like he's designed to abuse heavies.
Yes.
Good frame data, get a great get-off-me tool with up B, great at juggling, can't be edge-guarded very easily, and has very strong kill confirms. So heavies don't really get to live to their big 160s, 170% that maybe they'd expect to.
There we go. Okay, Gumps does find that berry though and gets that kill. But Sam still in a good position and trying to go for that back air. Good tech though. Gumps still going to survive. Of course, K-Rool, as always, got that strong recovery, going to be making it back quite clean. But Sam is definitely controlling pace here. 145 on MrGumps here. This is a terrifying position. That's a back air into the stage. You're not teching that one.
Yeah, Sam looks very comfortable. Like, very confident, not scared to go off stage, not scared to just abuse K-Rool's kind of very linear recovery. And I'm not sure really how many options Gumps can actually have to a player that's playing this matchup as well as Sam currently is.
It's a very tough decision because, like I say, you can obviously have, you know, sort of options like that where the armor has been coming in quite nicely for MrGumps. He's been able to, you know, he was going for a lot of those nairs at ledge and he was dealing with a lot of options that Sam wanted to go for. But at the same time, as we've said, Game Watch just juggles for eons against heavies. Like that neutral air is coming out there, obviously does belly through the, you know, things like the forward air, but it's kind of not enough for K-Rool to actually sort of properly do anything. And then obviously Game Watch just kind of resets and goes back for his normal shenanigans.
Yeah, for sure. And the aerials from Game & Watch are so difficult to play around. Like the back air comes at such a long range really, so you can come at such a side angle from it. You can just drop those bombs as well. What tools doesn't Game & Watch have as a character?
And of course, you know, something that we sort of touched on before, but against heavies, obviously a big part of their sort of game plan and, you know, sort of the reason they're quite strong sometimes is that they live for a very long time. Unfortunately, Game Watch has a down smash, which buries.
Yep.
And then you can be as heavy as you like. If you take a forward smash to the face, you're not living.
Game Watch forward smash is a very, very strong kill move. And we say that, but MrGumps has managed to live to 160.
Absolutely goes for the second cuck there. But it was a respectable attempt there on the second cuck. But good.
Yeah.
Good tech from Sam, obviously aware that that's what MrGumps wanted to do, you know, and it's definitely, it's an option. You know, at the end of the day, if people aren't ready for it, yeah, it can certainly just rob games, you know, because you're just not ready.
If you're at 160% against the Game Watch at 12...
It's a case of why not, you know?
Why wouldn't you do that?
There you go, the East of England flag coming out as well. Battle against the Irish flag, which we can see in the corner as well. Yeah, EWE as a community, as a scene, very much get behind that boys always.
Yeah, I love the East of England community. Love the players they produce, some of the best in the UK.
GP's lab, as always.
I don't know what GP does over there. One day we'll find out.
Water in East of England,
One day.
I swear. Right, anyway, here we go then. So we're going in for game 2. See what MrGumps can actually change up here. It's a case of, sort of being able to, try and deal with this. But of course, you see MrGumps smiling at the player cam because he knows, once you get stuck in the up airs, you kind of just got to accept your fate of taking 70%, really. But
sorry about that. Had a dry throat. But yeah, no, the question is, does MrGumps have any answers to this? And to be honest, I think he's doing a good try.
No, certainly MrGumps is like, what he's doing well is, sort of playing a bit more to kind of the heavy strings. He is finding sort of, using like the armor that he gets from Belly and stuff like that, really, really strongly, and actually being able to sort of just kind of generally just nail away in someone's face using the armor that he's got. He was dealing with a lot of options, especially in that game 1. And if, MrGumps is able to do a bit more of that and sort of watch out for things like that up air, we could see a potential swing. But the issue is at the moment, Sam is very much just controlling the pace and abusing what makes K-Rool, sometimes a bit of a lower tier character.
And the thing that I'm seeing a lot is that when Sam is in control, Sam is hitting multi-hit combos, looking for like juggling with fair, or up air. A lot of these things, the head smash is so strong, not quite going to be able to kill though. But yeah, managing to chain these moves together and get like an advantage state going, whereas K-Rool grabs you, like buries you and does one thing, and then we're back to neutral again, and it's not the same. It's not managing to string together. That was a really nice reversal.
But you know what? MrGumps just shut us up real quick because that was one of the lowest back end I've ever seen. He just dunked him straight down. And MrGumps actually now hanging on to a bit of a lead here. Seeing a bit of a reversal suddenly. He's got to watch out. That nair was quite scary there. Could have clanged with an up smash there. But MrGumps, 41%. He's looking not too bad here. Does go for a ambitious back air there.
Ooh.
But, of course, oh no, my apologies. I was completely looking at the wrong stock count.
Yeah, you were. But I was going to let you go for a while.
You know what? It was still a good count anyway.
It still was a fantastic there.
Yeah, it was absolutely. So, but no, again, Sam still obviously got those 2 stocks to play. My eyes were deceiving me. I thought it was only 1.
Were you looking at the game count?
I might have been looking at the game count. I can't lie. But
that crown is so scary when it gets stolen by Game & Watch.
Absolutely. MrGumps going to have to watch out for it. And the thing is as well, Sam has definitely been sort of hanging on to that crown, which eliminates just a whole option for K-Rool. He does, obviously, in one of the patches, he did get that big buff to, when he's throwing the crown out, it gets a ridiculous amount of armor. However, you got to have a crown to do that.
And one of the big things as well is the fact that K-Rool often will be like, well, I'm going to throw stuff at you to make you approach me.
Yeah.
But when Game & Watch just goes, well, I have bucket, what great up smash call out. Great set from Sam. Sam is looking very good, and I'm very excited to see where he goes the rest of this tournament.
Absolutely. It was definitely, Sam was controlling the pace a lot, and I think that is kind of what swung it. He just, obviously, he knew how to abuse and bully heavies, and that's kind of where things fell down a little bit with MrGumps.
Yep.
MrGumps was certainly put up a strong fight. He was doing a lot, throwing out his projectile, sort of generally sort of just, keep himself at good distance, was getting a few hits in, but end of the day, if you're being bullied, if you're getting juggled by nairs, up airs, there's not a whole lot you can do. It's a sad state to be in, but Sam absolutely he played the matchup perfectly.
He played, and he didn't give MrGumps any room to get anything going. And that's just, when you get choked out like that, when you're a heavy player, there's just not a lot you can do about it.
Exactly that.
So.
It is a sad state of affairs, but unfortunately that is what defines a top tier and a low tier. Because at the end of the day, the top tiers are top tiers because they have very few weaknesses. And Game Watch is certainly one of those characters.